Yes, Carl Frampton is working up a sweat as he prepares for this weekend's super fight against Leo Santa Cruz in New York City. The Jackal watched a New York Mets baseball game last night, but says his focus is now on batting away his underdog status. Our reporter Ruth Gorman has been speaking to him.
In a city with a population of 8.5 million people, it could be easy to feel insignificant in New York, but not if you're Carl Frampton. Journalists from all over the world swarmed around him at his media workout in Manhattan, trying to suss out the latest talent in town.
This is mental, you know what I mean? This is what it's about. This is big time boxing in the States. There's two undefeated fighters fighting for a world title. I'm not daft. I know a lot of these guys think that Santa Cruz is going to win this fight. I'm the underdog. The bookies have me as the underdog. Some of the media have me as an underdog. I'm about to prove them all wrong, everyone. I know I'm going to win this fight. It's been a perfect camp. It's a quick camp. I had a few niggles. I had a cut eye just before my last spar. I had problems with my hands. The last 6 weeks of this camp, I haven't had one injury. I've been flying, so it's best man wins really on the night.
I think his power. You know, if he catches you with one good shot, he could drop you because he could hit. You know, he's pretty strong, and his footwork, he has good footwork. So I think that we gotta take advantage of that, and you know, maybe settle him a little bit, and we could catch him.
Where do you feel you can win this fight?
I think working the body, you know, getting him tired, you know, using my reach, not letting him come in with those big shots, and keep him on the outside. He's gonna get frustrated.
Frampton is much more relaxed at this stage than in previous camps. He puts that down to the move up to featherweight.
I feel good. Like, I'm full of energy and I'm sweating. You know what I mean? I'm usually dry as a bone this close to a fight, making 122 pounds. I've no water in me. I'm already dehydrated. I feel great. I really do.
When he was at super bantamweight, all he ever did was talk about retirement. You know, he talked about 10 more fights, 10 more attempts at making this weight. But it's actually, I'll give David Hayes credit for this one, because he said to him, you know, retirement sounds amazing. He wanted to retire when he was 30 years of age. He says you get pretty sick of sitting on the beach and drinking pina coladas and just watching other guys achieving their dreams and continue to do it. It's giving Carl that, you know, he realises that he's far from that, and also, you know, he should be enjoying every moment. And now that he's at featherweight, I believe he is. You know, he's happy. He's in the gym every day. He's normally a nightmare to be around. He's called him a big drama queen the last week of the fight, but you know, this week he's been fine.
Frampton is well used to having his name in the bright lights back home, but for the first time in his career, he'll go into this fight as the underdog. He's here to make a global name for himself and, just like the city he's boxing in, become unstoppable and unforgettable. Ruth Gorman, UTV Live, Times Square, New York.
Now, D-Day for Carl Frampton is just 2 days away. Mark Sidebottom is here with this evening's sport.
Thank you, Catherine. As you can see, he was guest of honour at a New York Mets game this week. The aim for Frampton is to make sporting history by becoming the first fighter from here to win world titles at 2 different weights. The difficulty comes in the shape of the teak-tough and unbeaten Mexican Leo Santa Cruz. From New York City, here's BBC Newsline's Thomas Kane.
New York is in the middle of a heat wave, and the pre-fight publicity bandwagon is in full swing, with huge demands on Carl Frampton and Leo Santa Cruz in the build-up to Saturday's showdown. But unlike most high-profile contests, there's been no verbal sparring between the fighters. Both boxers are determined to do their talking in the ring.
I don't think we need all the, any aggro. Doesn't need it. This fight sells itself. It's an amazing fight. 2 undefeated fighters who are ready to go to war and do what it takes to win the fight. All the pressure's on Santa Cruz. People are expecting him to win. I'm going to come out here and upset things, though. I'm not here to take part. I'm not here just to put in a good performance. I'm here to come home and bring the WPA World Featherweight title back to Belfast.
Everybody loves you back home. Will America love you after this?
I hope so. I've got a good reception out here. I hope that people appreciate my style of fighting. I think that me and Leo will our styles will gel well together. I think it'll be a really interesting fight, and I'm hoping to pick up some new fans while I'm out here.
People talk about the height, people talk about his reach. How are you going to counteract that?
I've dealt with bigger guys my whole career.
Used to it, aren't you?
I'm used to it, and I've fought bigger guys in Santa Cruz. I think on the night I'm going to be stronger than him. I'm going to be heavier on him in the ring. Naturally, I'm going to be the bigger man and stronger man, and that could make a difference.
It's the first time, maybe he's been the underdog. I used to love being the underdog. He's a fighter, Carl. And you tell those fighters that, you can't do this or you can't do that or you can't beat him. It gives you that extra inspiration. And no better time for him to move up and fight this fella than he's just unified the belts, that super bantamweight, moving up on that. He's on the crest of a wave.
This fight is pretty even. We both, once we get up in the ring, we're both the same, same fighter. But I never take that as granted. Not only because I'm the favorite, I'm gonna come really confident. I always respect every fighter when I get in the ring, and I just said, whoever trained the best, whoever wants the most, is gonna take it.
Could this be a career-defining fight for both of you?
Of course, yeah. I said it. Getting a win against Carl Frampton is gonna get us to the next level. If he gets the win, he's gonna go up to the next level. He's gonna too. But so it's career defining for both of us. Whoever wins this fight, I think is gonna be maybe considered the best pound for pound, or even get in the rankings right there as one of the best.
Santa Cruz and Frampton will go head-to-head at the final pre-fight press conference here in Manhattan in a couple of hours' time before tomorrow's weigh-in at the Barclays Centre in Brooklyn. Thomas Kane, BBC Newsline, New York.